Hey guys, welcome back to 9180. I'm here at the Carriage house, but this time I'm actually on our living side of the house. That's unusual because most of my videos are about renovations and all of our time, energy, and money goes into the venue side of the house. However, now that I'm well into my third trimester and we're starting to realize that this little guy is going to be here before we know it, Randy and I have decided to switch gears and finally start focusing on the nursery. I am well aware that for most people, decorating a nursery entails things like picking out a nice paint color for the walls, maybe even an area rug for the floor, perhaps even replacing a light fixture. Easy, simple things like that. But for whatever reason, Randy and I don't really know how to do easy. We don't really know how to do simple. So we have taken this nursery into full-blown renovation mode like we usually do. So far we have ripped out all of the carpet. We have had our electrician come in and replace this light fixture with a ceiling fan, and I'm just now realizing that you cannot see that ceiling fan. Sorry about that, it's not in the camera's frame. I will make sure that you see it eventually. And as far as the walls go, if you happen to follow our Little House of Horror series, it was about the flip house in Collinsville, then you might recall the dramatic transformation of the mudroom slash laundry room. We took what was arguably the most disgusting room in that house and we transformed it into what most people agree was the most charming room in the house. And what made the room so charming was that we made the decision to cover pretty much every surface, the walls and the ceilings, with white beadboard. And we loved the look so much that we've decided to do that here in the nursery. The only difference is that while we are doing white beadboard on the walls, we've decided to add a little warmth to the room by doing stained beadboard on the ceiling. And so Randy and I have already stained those panels. They're in the garage. And I just really think that's going to add a lot of character to the nursery. We're minimalists. We're not going to be big into having a ton of decorations. And so adding texture in those permanent ways is really important to us. And we are very blessed because I have very generous parents who have paid for the majority of the materials that are going to be going into this room. They paid for the primed beadboard that's going on the walls, they paid for the raw beadboard that's going on the ceilings, and they paid for the ceiling fan as well. We basically are just having to pay for the labor to have it installed. We are going to have to buy new baseboards, Randy and I will, because over the past year we've been stealing the baseboards out of this room to use in various other areas of the house to finish those spaces. So we are going to have to buy new baseboards and perhaps a few trim areas if they get damaged in the demo. But other than that, very blessed to have my parents in our lives. And they know that we're minimalists. They know that we don't like to have a lot of things, a lot of unnecessary stuff. And so if they've got to spend money on the baby, I really appreciate that they've chosen to do it in this way. Now, my mom has still bought a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong, but she can't help herself. So anyway, once this room is completed, it will be the only room on our living side of the house that has been renovated. And that's really important to me because this child is going to be raised in a major fixer-upper. He's going to be constantly surrounded by construction. And so it's really important to me that he has a finished space that he can call his own and retreat to whenever he gets tired of living amongst the renos. But anyway, my contractor claims that today is the day he's going to be here to do this. I guess we'll find out.